I'm Abby with Motor City Nerds, and I just want to give my real quick reactions to Loki on Disney Plus, episode 1, and you might hear this outfit move a little bit, so I'm sorry if it's super annoying. So I don't know if I'm going to give away any spoilers, so just spoiler alert in case I do. When I first heard the Avengers theme, I'm getting right into it, just so you guys know. When they first played the Avengers theme, it gave me chills, because I was just like, yes, I needed this back. WandaVision is great. Falcon and Winter Soldier is amazing, but to hear that Avengers theme and see them, it hit me. I was like, oh my god. And every time I think that Marvel is going to slip up or something's not going to be as good, I'm like, nope. It's fucking awesome. It's fucking great. I will say this, like, I like the Avengers score, but I feel like the movies themselves they haven't had the greatest music. They're not bad. It's just like generic kind of. And I like the music in this. It gives off a weird, creepy, almost timey-wimey, weird. I like it. It fits it, and it's cool, and that's something I've talked about before, where I feel like each Marvel movie doesn't have the greatest music on its own. Their themes are cool, but altogether, they're not, like, nothing to write home about, is what I'm saying. But they're still good. But this one's awesome. This is cool. I like this. I like that the first lines from Loki are his glorious purpose quote, and I love it. I love it. Are they filming on location in spots like that, or are they using that giant dome that the Mandalorian is using, if you know what I'm talking about? I don't know. Either way, it looks gorgeous. Did like going into the TVA, and at first it's the Time Variant Authority. I like that it starts out like, oh, this is some mundane bullshit, and Loki's like, yeah, fuck this shit. But really, it's this very intimidating place. I got a lot of Thor Ragnarok vibes, but and I thought that would bother me, but then I was like, no, it's like almost the opposite, where it's very similar looking and dry humor, but creepy. I like it. But I thought it would bother me when I was like, is this going to be just like Ragnarok? Because right when he goes in with the robot and they try to change his clothes, it's very similar to that. So I was like, are they going to keep doing that? And they didn't. But just with the architecture and stuff, it was like Ragnarok, but dark and creepy and mundane. And it was intimidating almost. And there was some very creepy imagery in it. I did like the robot joke when he is like, how many people think they're robots? I thought that was very funny. The humor's there. The humor's very funny. I like it. It's a bit of dry humor, which I like a lot. I like that we saw the melt stick similar to Thor on Sakaar. And like I said, with Ragnarok, I thought it was going to be too much of that, but it didn't. It wasn't. It was good. It was good. He did a good job of explaining the multiverse stuff to the multiverse war and all this stuff. They did a good job of explaining that, but it reminded me of Jurassic Park when the DNA guy is explaining it, and I like that. I thought that was funny. And I thought it was smart. That was a smart way to go about it, because it's a lot of shit to throw at somebody. I did mention a Nexus event. Now, remember what the medication from WandaVision was called? Was Nexus, because she's a Nexus being. Oh yeah, Agatha tells her that. Yeah, so Nexus is coming back. That's a big deal. We meet Owen Wilson's character, and I love Owen Wilson, but I haven't seen him act in a very long time, and you're used to the wow, and I feel like he wasn't doing that and was like acting, and it's been a minute since I've seen that, and I liked it a lot. I really like him in this. I love him. There's also very creepy imagery in those scenes when we meet him in the church, and I'm Catholic, so I know all about the creepy imagery in churches, but that's when I started getting like, this is True Detective for kids mixed with space magic vibes, and I'm fucking here for it. We go to Loki's hearing. That was funny. I liked that. And then Owen Wilson's character, Mobius, comes in. He's like, no, I could use him. And so it's kind of like this Silence of the Lambs, let's let the killer help us find the other killer, but with space magic. So it gives me Silence of the Lambs for kids, True Detective for kids, mixed into the Marvel Cinematic Universe with some Rick and Morty sprinkled in. But I know that one of the writers on Rick and Morty is working on this, and because of time travel and shit like that, but that's how, like I said, it feels like True Detective for kids. Silence of the Lambs for kids, space magic, and Rick and Morty all put together. That's how it feels, and I'm here for it. When Owen Wilson and Loki are I like how I keep calling him Owen Wilson, Mobius, and Loki are talking in his office, and Loki's figuring shit out, and then gets away and sees the Infinity Stones ain't shit. I didn't think the show was going to hit emotionally. It hit me emotionally. I was like, oh my God. And they even did the same thing using, like they did with Thor and his mom, Loki and his mom, which they are very different situations, so I get it, but I thought it would, like, cheapen it, that it was both with their mom, but that's understandable because it's your mom. But it didn't bother me either. I liked that a lot, and it worked. I like it, but then him seeing himself with Thor, like, that was more than that, but I thought it was a cheap way at first for him to be able to just watch his life back and be like, oh, this is how I'm going to get all this information about what happened to me. But I didn't hate it that. I liked it. I thought that it worked, and normally I would feel like, oh, that's kind of cheating, but I liked it. And I do like, just like when me and Mom talk about Falcon and Winter Soldier, how Bucky himself is now finally becoming his own character. He's not just Steve's buddy and not just the Winter Soldier. I like that Loki is now not attached to anybody, but having his own personal growth, which is cool. Like, without Thor being there or whoever or whatever the fuck going on, like, I like it. Personal growth is cool. I'm glad they're not steering away from, like, the violent parts, like showing him with the eyeball from back when it was before Disney, and the fire at the end with the agents, and him being violent. Like, I'm shocked that they are allowing as much as they are, but I appreciate that they are because of the demographic that they're going for. Like, they're not shying away from it, which I like. Again, same as Falcon and Winter Soldier. Oh, I liked I didn't think we were going to get the D.B. Cooper scene this fast, but, like, D.B. Cooper stole a bunch of money and got away on an airplane, and it was, like, this big, huge thing. I didn't think we were going to get that this early, but I liked it, and then I just thought it was funny that he's like, I lost a bet. I thought it was funny. I didn't think he was going to get in any, like, physical altercations this episode, and him with are they cops? What are they? Whatever. Like I said, I just finished watching it, and I'm super excited. I liked it a lot, but I'm just saying, I didn't think we were going to get many, like, fight scenes, and we got that. That was cool, but all in all, I really like this a lot, and honestly, I love WandaVision. It was great, but I'm like, I don't know, this has just got me good, and I'm real excited for it. And major spoiler, of course, I mean, if you haven't figured it out, Mobius, Owen Wilson's character, is looking for somebody who's been killing off his officers, and it ends up being different versions of Loki through these time branches he fucked up. So yeah, I wasn't trying to give too much away, because literally this is just my reaction. But they're like, oh yeah, the variant too. So like I said, that also gives me more Silence of the Lambs vibes, except he's not in a cell, he's running around with us. So the bad guy's helping you find a similar bad guy. This just happens to be himself from another timeline. And give me all the crazy multiverse shit. I've read The Dark Tower. I love that shit. I think burning them at the end was very intense. I still have to rewatch it with Mom. I was just excited, and I was up late, and I was like, okay, let's do this. Let's have a reaction to Loki. I'm stoked for Loki. And it comes on at 3 a.m. here, and I'm still working normally at 3 a.m., so I'm awake anyway. So I was just like, no, let's crank this out, and then I'll give a proper everything I saw, everything I think. Because like I said, I got the Nexus stuff. But there's more, whatever. I'm not going to waste your time anymore. It's great. It's fucking awesome. I love it. A lot. I can already tell this is going to be... And every time I think that Marvel doesn't... I always think, like, oh, they're going to slip up. It can't be that great. It'll be good, but it can't be that great. And once again, I think this is a slam fucking dunk. So yeah, I'm Abby with Motor City Nerds. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. It helps so much, just sharing it once, whatever you want to do. Just anything you literally click on helps me. Hey, if you hate me, tell me you hate me and hit dislike, like, whatever you want. But yeah, I'm Abby with Motor City Nerds. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and let me know how excited you are to see Loki and what's going on with that. And me and Mom will be back tomorrow, and I promise I'm going to stay on schedule this time. And I want to say hi to my friend Brad in California. What's up, Brad? I miss you. I love you, and I hope you're doing well. Stay safe, everybody.